Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey to uncover the secrets of persuasion, as mastered by one of history's most brilliant minds, Benjamin Franklin. So, buckle up and get ready to discover how you can win hearts and minds like never before. Picture this. It's 1776, and the American Revolution is in full swing. In walks Benjamin Franklin, a man with a mission. He's not just there to sign the Declaration of Independence. He's there to win over an entire nation to the cause of liberty. How did he do it? With a little thing called persuasion. You see, Franklin understood something fundamental about human nature. He knew that people don't like to be told what to think. They like to feel like they've arrived at their own conclusions. And that's where his genius came into play. One of Franklin's favorite techniques was the art of humble persuasion. Instead of making bold proclamations, he would often frame his ideas as questions. For example, instead of saying, "We must declare independence from Britain," he might ask, "Is it not time for us to govern ourselves?" By presenting his argument as a question, he invited his audience to think for themselves and come to their own conclusions. But Franklin's persuasive powers didn't stop there. He was also a master of the written word. His famous Poor Richard's Almanac was a bestseller in its day, reaching a circulation of around 10,000 copies annually, according to the Library Company of Philadelphia. To put that into perspective, in a time when the entire population of the American colonies was only about 2.5 million, that's like having a Twitter following of 4 million today. So, what can we learn from Franklin's written persuasion? First, he knew how to grab attention with a catchy headline. A penny saved is a penny earned. Anyone? But more importantly, he understood the power of brevity. Franklin could distill complex ideas into simple, memorable phrases that stuck in people's minds long after they'd put down the almanac. But persuasion isn't just about words, it's also about actions. And this is where the famous Benjamin Franklin effect comes into play. The story goes like this. Franklin once wanted to win over a rival legislator who disliked him. So, what did he do? He asked the man to lend him a rare book from his library. The legislator was flattered and agreed. And from that moment on, he became Franklin's friend. The psychology behind this is fascinating. When we do a favor for someone, we subconsciously start to like them more. It's as if our brains say, well, I did something nice for this person, so I must like them. So, the next time you want to win someone over, try asking them for a small favor. You might be surprised at the results. But Franklin's persuasive powers extended beyond individual interactions. He was also a master networker. He understood the importance of building relationships and leveraging those connections to advance his causes. In fact, he was a key player in creating the first lending library, the first volunteer fire department, and the first hospital in America, all by rallying people around a common cause. So, how can we apply Franklin's networking skills in the modern world? Well, it starts with being genuinely interested in others. Franklin was known for his curiosity and his ability to engage with people from all walks of life. He didn't just network for personal gain, he built authentic relationships based on mutual interests and respect. Another key aspect of Franklin's persuasion was his use of humor and wit. He understood that a well-timed joke could disarm opponents and win over audiences. In fact, humor has been scientifically proven to increase persuasiveness. A study by the Journal of Marketing found that humorous ads were more likely to be remembered and liked than non-humorous ads. But perhaps the most impressive aspect of Franklin's persuasion was his ability to adapt to his audience. When he was in France seeking support for the American Revolution, he didn't try to impress the French with his intellect or sophistication. Instead, he played up his image as a humble American frontiersman, donning a coonskin cap and simple attire. By presenting himself in a way that appealed to French sensibilities, he was able to charm them into supporting the American cause. So what's the lesson here? Know your audience. Whether you're trying to convince your boss to give you a raise or rallying a nation to revolution, you need to understand what makes your audience tick. What are their values, their desires, their fears? By tailoring your message to resonate with your specific audience, you'll be far more persuasive than with a one-size-fits-all approach. As we come to the end of our journey through Franklin's persuasive prowess, let's reflect on the key takeaways. First, humility is powerful. By presenting your ideas as questions and possibilities rather than demands, you invite your audience to join you on a journey of discovery. Second, the written word is mighty. Whether it's a catchy headline or a profound statement, well-crafted writing can change minds and hearts. Third, actions speak louder than words. By doing favors and building genuine relationships, you create a foundation of goodwill, that can work wonders for your persuasive efforts. Fourth, humor is a powerful tool. A well-timed joke can break down barriers and make your message more memorable. And finally, know your audience. By understanding what makes them unique and tailoring your approach accordingly, you'll be far more effective in your persuasion. So, my fellow persuaders, go forth and apply these lessons from the master himself, Benjamin Franklin. Whether you're trying to win over a room of skeptics or rally a nation to your cause, remember the power of humility, the written word, authentic relationships, humor, and audience adaptation. With these tools in your arsenal, you'll be well on your way to becoming a persuasive powerhouse. And that's our exploration of Benjamin Franklin's secrets to winning hearts and minds. I hope you found this journey as fascinating and inspiring as I have. Remember, persuasion isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human nature and using that knowledge for the greater good. So go out there and use your powers of persuasion wisely, and who knows, you might just change the world, one mind at a time. Thanks for tuning in to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif, signing off. Until next time, stay curious, stay persuasive, and keep exploring the fascinating world of human potential.